With the advent of large language models like ChatGPT, Claude, and Mistral, we have seen a boom in usage and people starting to replace ChatGPT with Google with ChatGPT. And that means that now people are searching for things, asking for things, and a whole new field has been born. So in this video, we are going to talk about a specific platform solution that is the solution to get AI visibility into these tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and more. We've seen so much adoption of the tool ChatGPT among others, and ChatGPT is a large language model. If you are new to this channel, we are talking a lot about AI automation, tools like NA10, how to build multi-agent workflows. But we're going to be talking about how to get visibility into the large language models and a specific tool that helps you with that. A large language model is essentially what it says by itself, a language model. It has a very sophisticated network architecture of words and prediction of words that result in very accurate contexts and answers being done to queries. And it's one of these new technologies which is getting very much adopted, as has been mentioned. Now again, before and still today, Google is the main platform to search, to find information on the internet, but people are starting to search on the LLM, the large language model, like ChatGPT, and hence now just in the last 2 years there is a whole new field that competes with SEO, with Google, with these tools, which is the GEO, Generative Optimization engines, or getting AI visibility. So here we have a platform called Wellows. It is an AI search visibility platform that is connecting to a lot of the top large language models. As you guys have seen in my previous video, I made such a tool myself. If you want to see that video, you guys can check it out, how to build such a tool. But here we're going to show you a very professional tool that helps you with your content creation and lets you, get into the scene very quickly by being able to be visible on the AI platforms in the large language models, get queried, get results, and actually have very detailed strategy. So let's go straight into the video here and into the platform. So essentially what it starts with here is your overview. Once you go into the the platform wellows.com, you will get to the overview section, and they have nice statistics overall. And one of the reasons why this is a good platform to use is because for people who want to do the content strategy, they can have the content already be search engine optimized. Now I'm going to give you guys a small rundown into the platform here, and then we're going to go into how you can optimize your content strategy. So first of all, when you go into the platform, you add your brand company name, which is frama.com from our side. Then it tracks and finds automatic queries for you. And basically we have already several queries that have been found for us with mentions about different competitors or different queries that have these there. And then you can also choose to already find a query here in your overview and create content with that. I'm not going to do that straight away. Here you see some analytics and you see some citation volumes, and my niche is not that big, so there is not too many citations, but I can assume that you will see a lot of statistics here if you are a pretty big company in a pretty big niche. So here you can see top cited queries. So this is one of the queries that are very much cited in the large language models. You'll see over time percentage comparison performance among your competitors, which is pretty interesting. You can see a very much correlation here. And you have some AI summaries. Now let's go to the next one. We're just going through the platform, and you can already export this data. And this is one of the nice things that you can export it. You can import it into, for example, NA10 or into your content strategies. So here we downloaded that. This is a I guess a PDF, but okay, let's go to that next. So, and now for the next section, here you can find opportunities. What is find opportunities? It is content creation opportunities where you can get indexed. The whole thing about SEO was to actually rank for keywords that didn't have so much competition, so that you can show your brand, or as a service provider help other companies show their brand and get paid, build automations for that, for example. But find the keywords that have opportunity. Now this is the same just for AI, so they find for you the opportunities, and then you can again create content for that. So whenever you find something that you think is relevant for yourself, you'll go ahead and create content for that. In addition, here is all the creation opportunities. There is 151 that I have given you. So you can actually export the whole sheet of content opportunities that have been created for you by this tool. And this is where you can now import this into your AI automation build and ensure that you start creating blogs on all of these queries. And that's something we're going to go in the end here. Now, these are explicit opportunities, which means opportunities where you can go ahead and create content, where you can go ahead and create something and become the main author of that content. Implicit opportunities is different. It means that there are already opportunities, there are already blogs and already content that is ranking, that is doing quite well. And they help you to actually get an outreach there, so you can put your brand inside. Because if you are new to SEO, well, in SEO, what people would do, they would contact the author of blogs and they would say, hey, can you mention my brand? For example, if they say top 10 SEO tools, so you will contact the author and say, hey, can you add my tool, or I will pay you 50 to include my tool. And that is like how you can start getting ranked and backlinks and all of those important things for SEO optimization. So that's the same you can do here, and you get the actual ability to connect. They find your email address, which I think is a very good feature, and they create a copy that you can send them. So now you have like this outreach strategy to start building. This even helps your SEO. This helps your SEO and your GEO. So over time, this will compound quite a lot. And why is this so cool? Because you, as a company owner, founder, or as a service provider who helps other companies and founders, you can now ensure that they can consistently over time get visibility and traffic. This is a very high paying niche. It's very interesting for most founders. And if you can ensure consistent traffic, you're essentially helping the companies out big time. That can be the matter of life and death for a company. So such a skill is very important. If you're an AI automation builder, this can be your niche. You can start building automations around this, and you can actually earn thousands of dollars. People build agencies on this, and they earn a lot of money, especially with this new niche of AI. It's crazy good. So, we are all about these new opportunities on my channel regarding business, AI, LLM, AI automation. And this is one of the very nice platforms that lets you sort of jump straight into it. So we talked about the explicit and implicit opportunities. And then let's go to the next section of this app. Here you can also see your tracked queries, which for us is 40. And all of the queries basically with some additional statistics to what we saw previously. You can also see the brands that have citations on ChatGPT, so you can actually see your brand if it appears, or other brands that have been mentioned. And this is pretty cool if you want to see what they do and some additional things that you can do. You can see positive sentiment and you can see negative sentiment. I don't think I have any of that here, so it's not really showing too much. So yes, now moving on here, historical overview is essentially letting you see your progress day by day, and this is pretty important. I mean, you can actually compare different days with each other. So this is very important if you want to actually see, is there any progress in what I'm doing, right? So this is one of the most important things, is my work, amounting to anything? And so you will be able to see your citations and your tracking over time. on these queries. So it's specific to these queries, but it can also be beyond that. So you will compare the times with each other, and you can see if you have improved your strategy. Very important for the data insight to show brands and or your CEO here is, you know, explicit improvement into what we have you know, doing with our strategy. Moving on, you can also monitor keywords here and your brand, so you will be able to actually see and get alerts for that. And there are many more features here. Now we can go to see actually about, you know, creating content and how you can actually do that. There are some different ways you can do that, but you can actually enter topic for new content ideas and find keywords and even link your Google account, or you can simply go into, you know, one of the key sort of queries here, or the phrases, the opportunities, and start creating the, you know, blog straight from there. So that's something I've done here. I'm going to show you guys. Yeah, so you can simply, you know, click create content here, and once you do that, it will process in the background, and then you will see this thing pop up here, Kiva, and when you press it, essentially you will come here. Let's go there and see. You will come to this section and you will see you know, your sort of blogs underway. I have a blog underway and I have gone through the process. I'm going to show you so you can see your queries here. I chose the queries I want to include, multiple ones. Then you can choose the social discussion, sort of you know, community discussion surrounding the keyword. It really helps to make the blog better. Then you can have some search intents, so you know, it reveals what you actually want to like the audience actually want answered, and you can create it with LLM. You can check knowledge base, not sure if it will load now. And then, you know, there's some more things like SERP visibility, very good for SEO. And then you'll get the full content brief, which has been like super specifically created for the large language model for you know, optimization, and it's really detailed. And if you expand them all, you will see how much information we have here, and they can, you know, we can recreate them. I think, let me see here, regenerate brief. Yeah, so when you press the regenerate brief, you will get the ability to just recreate the entire thing. Now you can choose to just download this now, favorite it, rate it, and copy it. If you copy it, maybe you can just you know, have it in the docs, Google Docs. So here I just copied it and pasted it in here, 45 pages of text. So you know, you really need to go through it all and, you know, process it correctly. Maybe better to give this to an LLM and then to get it to actually make the blog for you. Or you can maybe just copy the headers like this, and then you have a very good skeleton outline for your blog that will, you know, ensure that you rank on the large language model. So this is in general how you would use Wellows to start optimizing your content strategy, create it, and, you know, start ranking on the keywords that you want. You can, you know, again, choose different keywords, and you will also see the cost per click, as far as I know, on Google. In all, this is a very interesting thing that I really like. And now I'm going to show you guys how to build a simple anytime workflow to use with Wellows, so that you can create automation for your clients and brands and make money. So let's go into it. So guys, what I'm doing here is I have downloaded the content queries, the keywords, the topic from Wellows, and here you can see the CSV file. You can see the big queries here, the context, and the actual titles of it, with some mention counts and more. And what I do here is I add it to spreadsheets. It will go ahead and upload, and then we will get that into an 8N. So now we have the things here right into spreadsheets. And what we want to do is we want to add a sheet node. So here we open the sheet node and we will do the get rows in sheet operation. So now we need to choose the actual name. It should appear straight on top, and then we can just choose the sheet, which is the only one that exists. Once we execute that, boom, we have that in N8N. And now guys, what you can do here, it's really nice. So now we can build like a super SEO optimized N8N content workflow that you can use to your clients or your brand and start getting mentions and tracks and queries. So what we are going to do here is we are going to do a schedule trigger. Let's say I want to have it every day, and then we do like this. We do also limit number of items. So what happens here is that you get all the items, every row, one time. But let's say you have a plan to post all of these blogs. So what you want to do is you want to have it run one at a time, and at the same time you actually do you have, let's do like status. We add one row here to the sheet, one section to the sheet here, and then we can update that after. So now we get it again, and now we press limit. So what happens here is that what you want to do here is you want to create an AI agent to create the content based on the Wellows SEO optimization strategy. So you can make your own prompt here. I haven't made a prompt. I am sure you guys can figure out how to make a very detailed prompt, but I will make a very short one. You are an SEO content blog creator, SEO and GEO content blog creator, and you get queries / topics to write blogs about for our company. Now how we can do this, be a bit more smart, is that we can add an HTTP node, and we can actually get the website so that we have some context from ourselves. Let me do that now. One of the easiest way to do that is just go to Rapid API, AI Content Scraper, copy the curl here, go straight back to your workflow, have that appear in the right order. Then you go to import curl, you import your curl here, and then you will be able to add the website of your choice that you want the thing to scrape. So now we're scraping that to get the website, more context, more information about my company that we are querying here for the large language model. And then this is it, boom, now we have that context, and now we will tell it in the limit node, right? And you need to do, so you will tell it like the title of the post, post title, and then you will do queries related, for example, queries related brand to mention and that you are writing from. Then you take the HTTP node and you simply take the actual content field. So now you will have something that looks like this, and that will be able to let you create like a blog, right? Simple. I advise you to optimize this prompt to get better result, but now we can see what will happen here. And then of course you need to add an AI agent or an actual large language model. So now we will add OpenAI here. 4.1 should be fine. Let's do 4. Bit better, bit more context, a bit bigger brain. So now we will be able to create something here. And we have to do one more thing, but I will show you that after. First we want it to run. So let's pin this. It takes some time to run here. In the meantime, what we want to do, we want to create some filtering logic. Let's just check what was the result. here we have, you know, pretty good blog, not too long. It's like simple. It has the titles you can see, and this works. Now we have a blog based on SEO queries and data to optimize our strategy and create and, you know, land on the large language model and get more visible. Now, once you have created that blog, what you can do is you can have another sheet here, and you will update the status. So let's say we want to update row in sheet. So we need to choose the right sheet here. Then we need to choose first the document, then the sheet. Then we want to map it by the title of the limit node. So we ensure we always get the right one. And then actually that's here, title. And then using to match, we add the actual one that we have so it matches. And then we remove all of this except status and we say done. Now, why is that important? Because once we do that, we mark that query as having been done. We have written the content for that. Maybe we've posted a blog already. Now, what are we needing to do here? We need to do some more logic. Before we go here, we need to add another sheet actually. So we need to add a sheet. Let me check here. So you can add a filter node, and you just ensure that everything with the status column is empty. So when it's empty, you will ensure that you always get only the first ones that haven't been written, you know, before. So like this, you have a whole automation that will be working for your content strategy efforts based on, you know, data to get visibility into the large language model. And every time it runs space every day, it's always going to take the new blog. And moving on here, there is endless opportunities. You can automatically post to your website. I have some previous videos how you can automatically post. We have already created that, and now I'm going to show you one of the workflows I have, which you can get in my school community, that you can just learn how to build. That is an automatic blog poster. So I'm going to show that now. So I have a Telegram chat where I basically post some content there, and I will be able to make a blog about it. So here I'm going to actually use it. So we are just going to copy the content, and I'm going to use my Telegram bot that I made, put the content in here, and if it works still, which it should, it will automatically go ahead and give you notification that the blog has been created. Here we go, guys. So with my blog automation workflow, which I have another video about and which you can find for free in my school community, a blog has now been created, tailoring the AI strategy, automatically created just based on this platform, wellows.com, very good platform. Now, if we go to my website, we will be able to see that my blog has been created automatically here. The real difference between off-the-shelf tools and custom builds. And here the blog is created. And let's go back to the platform here just to see if we find the query here exactly as is. Maybe the AI has changed the title a bit, but yeah, custom AI solutions versus off-the-shelf for business. And here we have a blog now that will help us get queried by the AI. So I hope you guys like this video. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. We are all about AI automation, workflows, new opportunities, AI tools. I have a school community which is just $9 right now, and you can join that to get all my automation builds, tips, workflows, learn anything, learn to build AI automation, learn how to sell and earn money with that. And this is a school community, and it's going to increase over time in terms of the cost. Now it's $9, the cheapest it has been and ever will be. We're going to go up to $199. I'm planning to just make it a gold mine for you guys. So this is such a good video, I think, because you guys can now have a niche. You can choose a methodology, a strategy. Even AI agencies and content agencies, all of the content agencies and content writers in the world now can optimize the strategy with this, and they can even automate it also. They don't have to spend hours doing all the research. Guys, you can check out wellows.com. Links will be in the bottom here in the video, and see you in the next video.